Hey everyone, I'm Phil, and this is Everything Spicy. So, how are we doing this Sunday evening? How are we doing? Just sitting around the house. Got done watching football. Football's not that interesting. My team lost again, 5 in a row. The Lions. And I just got done watching Tyler Wood Bushcraft. And I thought, you know what? It's gonna be an hour or so before Sty goes on. So I thought, why not come on, talk to you guys a little while? Maybe Sty, Tyler, Faith, maybe people will join me here, and we can have some fun talking. So, hope to see everyone here soon. So, just to hang out and say hi. So how's everybody's Sunday been so far? What's up, Pilo Pepper? First one in. How you doing, girl? Good to see you. Eric Pollock is here. How you doing, Eric? Good to see you, man. Wicked Wayland is here. How you doing, Wicked Wayland? Good to see you, man. Sam, Faith of the Fallen is here. How you doing, Sam? Good to see you. Chili Man is here. How you doing, Chili Man? All right, Sam, I'm going to hit the invite up here. Sam, if you come and join me, that'd be awesome. Chili Man, if you want to join me, that'd be awesome as well. If you're available, I don't know. Bradley, if you want to join, Bradley Whitworth is here. Chili Sid is here. How you doing, Chili Sid? Good to see you, my dear. I was watching part of your last video where you did the bomb. I've yet to do the bomb myself. Everything I'm seeing, it's not good. Not good for the bomb. Not good for the belly either. So, Pedro Longwood is here. How you doing, Pedro? Good to see you here. See you, Hey, Tyler. How you doing, man? Yeah, I just figured since you just got done going live, I'd go live before Sty did. So good to see you in here, Tyler. What's up, Chili Man?
Oh, driving in a blizzard.
Where you at?
I'm in North Dakota.
North Dakota. Holy mackerel.
Just about to Montana. It is
all right.
5 degrees out, and like I said, kind of blizzardy.
What's up, Gemma? Hey, Gemma? How you doing, girl?
Hello.
How you doing, Gemma? Long time no see.
Yeah, today's been a difficult day. I've not been in the best of moods for the last few hours, but I'm trying to relax so I can chill out a bit. So I thought I'd come on here and cheer up and say hello and woohoo.
Hey, Faith.
Hey, Sam, how you doing?
Howdy, I'm good. I've only got a few minutes, so I figured
what are you doing?
Come up, but my child's running around and being nuts.
Oh.
So, yeah, I just don't want that up here. So yeah.
I was hoping I wasn't interrupting your live or something. Didn't want to do that.
No.
Okay. So Chili said it was awful. Yeah, that bomb I heard is not very good sauce. I hear it's very hot, but not very good. What's up, the Titan? How you doing? Good to see you in here. Chocolate Mint Mouse. Thank you for coming in. So what have you been up to today, Sam?
I wrote another song for one of the people on the list, and yeah, I got that done. So we'll be working on that soon. I'm excited.
Very cool. We're all excited. We're all excited whenever you
my way down it. Yeah.
Whenever you put out some new work.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of new work, I need to put out some new work. I haven't put out anything in a while, but I had the holidays to deal with, whatnot, whole family and all that. So kind of took a week, well, actually 2 weeks off of YouTube. So
here we go. Hey, Sty, how you doing, man?
Hey,
sneaky bugger.
Hey, Magnus, how you doing?
Hey, Chili, good to see you.
Go.
What's that?
Do you go live in an hour or 2 hours, Sty?
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours. All right.
Yeah.
So it won't be that short of a live here then.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So
when I saw, I was kind of shutting stuff down, gonna just kick back and see what's going on, and I go, what the heck? Quick chat before Sty North goes, what? And then I realized, no, that goofball did it. Here I am.
Cherry picking your people, Sty.
Yeah. I don't care.
We don't already share a lot of common people, right?
Yeah, I all my people come over here anyway.
What's up, High Energy OG? How you doing, man? Hey, Magnus, how you doing? I didn't realize that the Titan was Magnus, and I didn't realize who Magnus was. Magnus is one of the higher competitive chili eaters out in Sweden, so I had no clue when Magnus Johansson, because I was always kind of the name, always kind of like, I want to bump you up, Magnus Johansson. When you used to come in with that one, that was who he was. So I apologize for not knowing who you
Hey,
were, Magnus.
Dojo.
Shawana Creative Circle, how you doing, Shawana?
Hey,
Good to see ya.
Pilo.
Hey, Pilo.
So what have you been doing today, Sky North?
This.
This?
This. I got half my dishes done.
Oh, that's right. I saw you over at Gill Skills, right?
Yeah, I was. I was in and out over there.
What's up, Costanza? Yeah, I got up this morning and I just did a little grocery shopping. I decided to watch I was on my phone watching Gill Skills, but I really wasn't into anything. I was kind of there, but kind of wasn't type thing where you.
Yeah, I saw you pop in and out a couple times. And
It's so good to see you, Chili.
Huh?
It's so good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you guys too.
What's up, Eric Garcia? How you doing, man?
Hey, Eric.
Hello, everyone in the chat. Eric, hi. Hope everyone had a
pounding
great
down the
Thanksgiving.
pavement. Where you at, Chili?
North Dakota.
Oh, got any weather up there?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Hello,
My kid's over on the west side of the Rockies trying to work his way back, I think. So
Ouch.
he wants to get home by the 15th, and he's
Hello,
been.
Queen of Cannabis. How are you?
What's up, Infinite Mua?
Hello,
Eli family.
Eli. Hello.
Here.
How you doing,
Well,
Eli? Good to see you.
I'm gonna jump off here because I'm about ready to hit Montana, and I'm gonna lose signal. But I wanted to pop in, say hi to everybody. Yeah, I'm still alive. I'm still giving it.
Yeah, and boy, enjoy all those hours across Montana to look at nothing until you can see the mountains eventually. But yeah, enjoy that long trip. Where you headed, Missoula or Butte?
Well, we're trying to get over to Billings right now.
Oh,
That's
over to
where my
Billings.
first stop is tomorrow. So, yeah. So I'll
Drive
get to
safe,
Billings
bud.
tonight, more than likely.
You drive
Will do.
safe.
Yeah, drive safe.
Always.
Kitty.
Always. And we'll see you guys later.
Rock
Later.
on.
See you, man.
Awkward.
Oh,
Silence again. Yes.
yeah. I'm sitting over here trying to get the link back in the chat, and for some reason, this stupid touchscreen it doesn't always work like it's supposed to. So we'll wait a minute. It'll do it. It'll do its thing eventually.
Everything here today has been working just excellent, except I was fortunate. It was before I got on Gills. My whole backdrop, the whole thing came down right on top of me. And I'm going, oh, thank God I didn't go into the studio. I scrambled putting it back up.
And here I've been waiting for that to happen live, and it didn't happen live.
Good to see you.
It could anytime. It could. I put it up there and I yank on it and it's just tight. And I'll be sitting there and all of a sudden, blah, 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 blah. I can't get nothing to stick to that wall.
Hello, Gil. How you doing?
Hey, Gil.
Hey, Gil. Good to see you again. Thank you for having me on your panel today.
It's gonna drive me crazy. Stupid touchscreen computer.
It's good to see you, Uncle Steinhoff. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see all of you.
48. What's up, man? How you doing?
It's so good. Yeah, I always enjoy myself sitting there with Gil too. Yeah.
What's up,
Gil,
Sherry?
great guy to spend time with.
Oh yeah, Gil's definitely one of those people that are genuine. You get a lot of people on here that aren't quite genuine. You're not sure which YouTuber you're gonna get that day.
Right.
Gil's always a genuine person. So.
Yeah. Gil's like the rest of us. We show up happy, we show up sad, we show up healthy, we show up sick. We just show up.
Yeah, I've just been kind of bumming around today. Wasn't real, one way or another, just kind of, you know, in the middle. Wasn't happy, wasn't real sad, but just
Yeah.
one of those days. I figured I'd get on here and say hi to everybody before you went live, and it probably
Oh,
cheer me up. But of course, it always does. So,
I'm glad you did. There's a lot of folks here. There's a lot of great folks in here.
what's up, Pepper? What's up, Saucy Shane? How you guys doing, man?
Hey,
My
Shane.
my, my Southern Chili brothers,
Yes.
Texas, Kentucky. How you doing, Peppers? Are you back up to speed, man? I know after the hospital, man, you were
Hey,
down
Pepper.
a little bit as far as your health and what you were doing, but I apologize for not having been over to
Hey,
see
the
any of the
48.
videos.
How are you?
Lizzie Ann's in the house. What's up, Lizzie Ann?
Hey,
Lizzie
Lizzie Ann.
Ann.
How you doing, sweetie?
Gil, if you'd like to join us, you're feel free. Anybody else? Saucy Shane? Anybody else want to join us up here? Peppers of Kentucky Living, Pilo. I mean, anybody. It's wide open to anybody who wants to join.
Hey, Chili Sid.
Unless you're under 3 feet tall and you're a troll. So
I'm 4'11".
that's why I said under 3 feet tall. I figured that was you're about 3 feet tall. I'd be good there. What's up, Classic Justino?
I'm proud to be small. I don't care.
Hey, you are what you are. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. So you got to embrace it. Like I always joke about the fact that I'm fat. There's times where I've lost
You're
it.
not fat.
But
Behave.
trust me, I'm fat. Okay.
No, you're not.
But I embrace what I am. I am what I am. What's up, Kimberly Ferris? How you doing?
You're not fat, brother. That's your own self-perception.
No, it's called the world's perception.
Nope, it's called your perception, brother.
A 6'1" tall man that's not a football player that's 290 pounds is fat. So just saying, it is what it is, and I'm fine with it.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Yeah. The world calls us whatever they want. We call ourselves what we want.
I don't see you as fat, so.
and I don't always see people that way myself. Obviously, I've got some, I see people as they are. And I see, I don't look at Gemma as my autistic friend. I look at Gemma as my friend because Gemma is.
Yep.
She's
Gemma.
Gemma. I wouldn't want Gemma to be any other way than what Gemma is.
No.
So, if they had a cure tomorrow and Gemma wasn't autistic and she changed who she was, I'd be sad a little bit.
I wouldn't change myself. No way. Hell no.
All right, Sasha.
I'm me, and I'm staying this way. So, yeah.
What's up, Dana? Oh, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us.
Hello, Dana.
I haven't seen this bloke in a while. What's up, Eli family?
Hello,
Hey,
Dana.
how you doing?
Hello, Eli.
Hey, hi. How's it going, Eli?
How's everything going?
Yeah, it's been a
Hi.
while.
Hey, Gemma, how you doing, man? Hey,
Oh, thank you, girl.
chilling out, bro.
I love you too, brother. Good to see you.
Yeah, I know.
Eli's one of my
How you doing,
biggest
Eli?
supporters. He's been with me for a long time. Eli's
sorry?
been with me for a long time. I said Eli's been with me for a long time.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I go in your lives. I just let it play.
Hey,
Yeah,
Tyler.
say hi. So.
Hey, Tyler,
God.
good to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah,
Thank you for the
I see Gemma.
donation, Melinda.
I see Gemma everywhere.
I try.
Melinda.
I have been
I'm
up
gonna leave
since
everybody
like
else up here while I do this one.
Yeah.
I have been
I
up
know.
since like 4:30 yesterday morning.
Wow. Well,
So,
see, I try to go to your lives, but just busy life and tired. But I see you everywhere anyway, so say hi.
Thank you, Belinda. One of my moderators, please. Sure, that'd be great. Appreciate it.
What's up, Pilo?
It's been a while for sure, Stein. Right.
Yeah, man. I've just been suffering with a lot of pain and everything. I've been off for a while and off and on, and yeah.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Thanks, man.
Is it back pain that you're dealing with?
Well, it's just my thigh pain and everything. So I mean, I went to go check my my back and everything else. So they done some X-rays. Some MRIs. So I gotta go check on Tuesday. to see what it is. But he told the
Thank you,
doctor
Melissa.
told me that it was nothing. So it was just old. It was just old X-rays and everything else. So hopefully it turns out fine because I don't want surgery. Surgery is pretty bad because I had 2 surgeries so far.
Hey, Brian.
Well, they say some of the surgeries, they say don't have it done until you absolutely know you have to. But you don't want other things. You don't want other things going bad on you in the meantime because you don't take care of the one thing. So it's a catch-22 on surgeries, isn't it?
Well, he told me it was fine.
So Brian,
But the X-rays that he showed me were like a year old. So I'm just like, okay, well, hopefully there's nothing wrong. I'm not worried about it, to be honest. But yeah, I just know. Sorry.
Hey, Justin.
What's up, Peppers and Kentucky Living?
hey, Asian traveler, how you doing? Melinda's gonna get me up and down and up and down and up and down again. That's okay, Melinda. We'll do this.
She wants to give you your exercise every stream. Yep.
That cat is going to get it. Hang on.
The cat's gonna get it.
1 second.
Wow, she's mad. No, I'm just kidding.
Bad kitty. Bad kitty.
Oh, man.
Interrupting my stream. Bad kitty.
Yeah, she probably jumped on the computer.
Yeah.
What's up, J Dog? How you doing?
Pilo, don't beat the cat.
Oh, the cat's
Food
cute.
and adventurous life. How you doing?
Don't blame it on the cat. So how you been? Everything spicy?
Oh, good, man. Just was kind of taking the day off for the most part until right now. Even right now, to me, is I'm not doing nothing, right? I'm just on here hanging out. It's not like I'm doing anything, strenuous or anything. I'm not going to get on here and burn my face off with anything unless someone wants me to. No, I'm just joking. Thank you, Tyler Wood.
Unless somebody wants me to.
Less drama, more better. No, less drama, happy life. There you go.
Thank you, Tyler.
Okay. That's
It's just one of those things, man. Sometimes some days you just aren't feeling it. You just want to be in someone else's you want to watch other people or do other things. Super Laughter and Wildest Adventures. How are you?
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, I think I haven't seen Crazy Ann today, so I think today she's just taking a day off. And Tyler Wood, this is fun, Phil. I haven't heard from her today, so I think that's one of the things with her is just is she wants to take the day off, and by all means, if you want to take the day off, not be bothered by people and stuff, you should have that prerogative, right? Thank you too.
Oh yeah.
Stop making all that noise.
What's up, Jeff Frederick? How you doing?
I can't say mad at him.
It's a nice cat.
He's a good, but he wants out. He hasn't been out for a couple of days. We're keeping him in. So
Tyler and Linda, thank you.
So how old's your cat?
He's 2.
Brian Farron, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Let me guess, female, right?
No, he's male.
Oh, he looks like a female.
Not neutered. So
I'm not neutered. Oh boy.
I'm having issues with him. Yeah.
No.
He wants to go out a roaming.
He wants to go out and screw. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he wants a venture to the wild.
What's up, Mugglot? How are you doing, man?
I'm just kidding.
Jeff Frederick, how are you, man? I mean, it's a cat.
Does he start yowling at times?
Oh yeah.
He's a wild.
He thinks there's another male out there or something. I laughed at ours so much when they started yowling at the windows.
Yeah, it's funny.
He's a wild cat.
Our one male cat. There was another one in the neighborhood. They'd have cat fights between the glass of the windows. And my ex-wife would yell, "Shut that cat up!" I go, "No, it's too funny."
Right?
They're freaking out and trying to get each other through the glass. Yeah.
Good.
No comment.
He's
Mr.
got.
Terrell, how are you doing?
He's got his tooth missing. The last time he went out, he completely got one broken off in a fight. So
wow,
I got to keep him in. He's just
So he's trying to get out, right?
Yeah, it's the big one too. So yeah.
Oh,
he's trying to go back out and roam. He doesn't care.
No.
Got to go dentist now because half of it's still in there.
Yeah, but it's called Terrible Twos.
Yeah, he's in his terrible twos, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have any cats. I used to have 5 cats. Sorry about that. I used to have 5
Oh, you're
cats.
good.
Yeah, way back then. But there were. I mean, the reason why I don't mind cats, but they're too furry and everything, and they start shedding, and you gotta always clean like the sofas and everything. And
Yeah.
it's like, but I like cats. They're cool. They go purr or whatever they call it. They purr a lot, and I was like, that's cool. Like it puts me to sleep. But, yeah, it does really. Like, but I kind of miss that at least. They're playful too. It's just, hey, just don't get scratched.
Oh, I know, right?
Ow.
Or bit.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
as
I
long
got
as you-
some cat scars.
Especially dogs. Oh,
Oh, I know.
especially when you sleep with the dogs. I mean, you sleep with the dog in the bed and everything, and then my partner's just like, "Oh, don't hit the dog." I was like, "He just bit me. What the hell?" Like, I mean, I can't even move my legs around without. Oh God. Don't you hate that? It's like they're moving around, you're moving around. Next thing you know, you're bleeding in the morning. I'm just like, really? Come on. Like, ouch.
Oh, we had one cat. You'd get up in the morning. I mean, you probably could wear your shoes to bed and still wake up with bloody feet.
Oh
Because the
no.
minute your foot would come out from under the blanket, that cat was right on it. And you'd wake up in the middle of the night with a cat attached to your foot,
What's up?
thinking it's fun to play with that. You know,
I gotta go.
no, kitty, that doesn't feel good.
It doesn't, man. Especially like, man, this just waking up in the morning and like I'm worried that one day the dog's just gonna scratch my eyes out. I mean, my dog is gonna scratch my eyes out, wake up no eyes, or or my face get bitten when they're licking me and everything. That's my worstest fear.
I actually have a sty story on my list about a cat and a
Oh.
face overnight. That'll come up in the next week or two.
I gotta see that. That's my worstest fear. No, really.
It's surprising what you can sleep through, and then you wake up in the morning just, what the heck happened to me?
Yeah. Well, I think about it. Dude. Like you wake up, and I mean, because look at the cat. Dogs or cats lick you because they love you. Okay, but then when you wake up, you don't know if your face is gonna be gone or not because you don't know if they think your food. No, I'm just kidding. I like cats.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you don't get bitten or scratched, you're okay.
Yep.
Chili Sid's got 4 cats. I don't have any cats. We had a cat one time. And that was long, long time ago.
Yeah.
Never been much of a cat person. I've told the story before. When that female started going, wow, I knew when that cat was gone, I was done with cats.
That was your fill of cats, right?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, it's definite weird noise.
Well, my dog now barks at everything. Anybody walks in the house, me or any of the other kids, he barks. He barks. He hears something, he barks.
Mm-hmm.
He's constantly barking, and it's annoying because, again, when people are in the house, you close the door inside the house, he starts barking. It's like, dude, shut up. Shut up.
I like that. Hey, dude.
Shut up. When the intruder ever comes and he barks.
Well, you never know. It might be a ghost.
Could be a ghost. No.
Yeah.
Hey, Sally, man.
Hey, what are you gonna call? Ghost.
Sally Monsal. Hey, Mr. Sally Monsal.
Yes, Sal.
Oh, where is that?
Yeah,
Kirby likes that beard.
I can say I've never personally owned a cat. Our family always had cats because my wife and my kids, they wanted a cat. And they were always worried about the cats because I like to harass them because of the way the cat reacts. You know what's really fun is when you get a big box. Back in the old days when the televisions, tube-type TVs came in a big box. I had a big cardboard box. TV came in, and it had 2 handle holes in it. Well, the cat jumped on top, and he fell in the box, and the top of the box just popped back up. So the cat's completely in the box, and he keeps sticking his arm out that hole, trying to get anything that walks by. I went in the bathroom, got my electric razor. It's cordless. Turned it on and shoved it in that hole with the cat in that box. You should have seen that big box all over the living room. That cat was bouncing off of every square inch of that box trying to get away from that razor. It didn't hurt the cat. I mean, it's an electric razor. It's not going to cut the hair off the cat. But boy, that cat after that, a pack of cigarettes, because it's shaped kind of like that razor. He'd see that and he'd beat it. He'd just pound on it. You couldn't have anything that looked the shape of a razor without that cat going over and beating on it. I laughed for months. Yeah.
Hey,
So-
GSHL TV, good to see you.
Hey, yes. Hi.
Yeah, I mean, we had friends with other cats and stuff, and there'd be a bag or something on the floor, and you tap on the one end of the bag, and they jump inside the bag trying to get what's tapping at the other side with your fingers. That's kind of cute, but yeah, it's cute at someone else's house.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're right, Earthy Spicy. Like, I see a cat and I'm like, oh, how cute. But then when they go home to their owners, oh man, they give them hell. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It's like wild grandkids. It's like wild grandkids. They're fun while you got them for that little while, and then you send them home.
Yes.
Yeah. Take it in doses instead of all the time.
I've always had this problem with this box that you have to have in the house with litter in it.
Oh, the litter box.
Yeah. And then of course the cat goes in the litter box and steps all over the peed on and pooped on litter, and the cat walks all over everything in your house. Everything.
Yeah.
Your kitchen
Up
counter,
on your kitchen counter. Yeah. Or they want to come up and they want to do this on your shirt,
Cats
They're
can
just
be dicks.
cleaning their paws, Everybody
right.
says, "Oh, they're making butter," or "They love you." No, they don't. They're cleaning their paws. They were just in the litter box.
Chili Sid's though, right? They do rule the internet. There are so many cat videos out there. They get so many views. It's ridiculous.
I spent literally about 8 hours, and I never watched the same cat video twice. I was watching all these crazy cat videos, just laughing my tail off, thinking, "Yeah, that's your cat. I'm glad that it's yours." Yeah. When you see these cats beating the tar out of dogs too, great big dogs like, "Get that thing away from me!" and the cat's punching them in the face. And poor dog's like, "God, get that cat away!" I just laugh so hard.
Well, because they're so much littler than the dog. This big mean old tough dog. And it could be a little kitten if it's like, then the dog's like, "Get the hell!"
God. Yeah, great big nasty looking dog, and that cat's got him cowering in the corner. And all the dog would have to do is step on him. But the dog, no.
But the dog might get scratched. See?
Yeah.
They're pretty fierce when you're ticked off.
When they get ticked off, they're just
And if you've ever heard a cat fight,
oh
man.
Hey,
Watch
yeah.
one. Yeah, that's
you would swear something is
yeah.
dying.
Exactly that.
And I've seen fur flying and everything, and then the two cats, they're all huffy, and they walk away from each other like, "Well, that was a good one. I'll catch you tomorrow night for another one." And it's like, you crazy animal. Why the heck would you be doing that?
Yeah.
No, I had a dog. My dog. He was sleeping on the bed one time, and like I got up, and he took a big, in between my legs, and like I was rolling over, and I was smelling all this, dog poo and everything. And I was just like, oh man, I was mad.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
I was, and I was just like all over myself. I was like, really? I was like, come on, like, but they're cool, dude. I mean, I don't like waking up like that, dude. I really don't. That's disgusting. But anyways,
thank you, Joe W. That's really cool.
But
Hey, Maria Kathleen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was cute. It was cute. Then he come cuddling with me and everything else. I was like, okay, well, that makes it better, I guess.
What's up,
we had
Chelsea? Marie Kathleen?
hey Chelsea. Yeah. Oh, look at all these great folks.
Hey, Chelsea. Good to see you.
We had a cat when I was a kid. That cat was weird. It would chase any dog that came in our yard. It would chase it off. It was a big tomcat, big golden one like Sam's got. And that cat, we couldn't believe it. We could not believe it. The neighbors said, "You got to do something about your cat. It's going to get killed." And I said, "What do you mean it's going to get killed?" And he says, "I need to talk to your mom about your cat. You guys got to keep it indoors." I said, "What?" So I got my mom, and he's telling her, "Your dang cat's chasing cars." And while we're talking about it, that cat's laying up in the front yard right by the street. And we had kind of like a hill up to the street. And he's laying in the grass. And sure enough, here comes this VW bug comes tooling past our place, and it's residential, so they're only going about 10, 15 miles an hour through there. That cat shoots out of that grass, and he was running out there, and he's trying to grab the back tire of that stinking car. I told my mom, "He's gonna die. He can't be doing that." Yeah, and yeah, he lived to be like 12 years old. That cat.
Daniel Lee, how you doing?
He's
Love
just
the
like
thing.
he never caught a car. He wouldn't know
Right?
what to do with it if he did catch it. But I think
Yeah.
that the problem is the cat had this dog thing. It thought he
Dog
was
mentality.
a dog.
Well, see, like I
No.
get scared sometimes. Like when the dog's right behind you in the car, you really don't see them, or you really don't see a cat. Oh man, it scares you because you're thinking, poor animal, he gets in the way, you don't even know he's there.
Right?
I mean, especially when you're backing up. I mean, when you're going forward, you can see, especially in like when they cross the highway for no reason, and like I get scared and I push the brakes. I'm just like, oh my god, and I think about that the whole day, man, because those are precious cats. Animals, you always gotta take care of them. I know they're not yours, but that's just what I think. I love animals.
Yeah, so you see other animals like raccoons and possum and deer and stuff by the side of the road, but when you see someone's dog or cat on the side of the road, that's not cool. It's kind of like, we had an incident where our dog got hit years ago, and it's just kids were outside with him, and now we have some people think it's cruel or whatever. We got a shock collar on our dog now, and he's got a radius that he can go within. He doesn't get shocked anymore because he knows how far he can go, right? So it's not
they
cruel.
learn, right?
But the other poor dog, we'd always fuss at him and whatnot to get him back in the yard. We did everything we could to teach him, and he still went out, chased the car, and caught one, unfortunately. Thank you, Aunt Melinda. What's up, Gibbler? How you doing, man? All right. Go ahead and talk while I put a star by Hot Melinda's name.
What's up, Hot Melinda? Paranormal.
You're gonna have to have a separate board just for
What's up, Gibbler 84?
Melinda.
How you doing?
Melinda down here with all the stars and stuff around her name now?
Uh-huh.
Holy mackerel. Between yesterday and
Eventually,
today,
you're gonna run out of space there, bud.
Hey, Gibbler, how's it going?
other people.
Yeah, when you started putting the stars, I thought, well, that's a good idea. I like that. That's neat. And then I got thinking, boy, with Hot Melinda, you almost need to do the hash marks. 5. You could probably sit there and do them on a pad and go up there and do them all towards the end of your stream, get them all on the board. But then you'd be up at the board for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't get your exercise.
No, I wouldn't get my exercise. And I think they get more fun out of seeing me get up and down, get up and down, get up and down than if I just sat down here. And so I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw somebody else do it in a live thing, and then YouTube does say when someone super chats you, do need to point it out and make it because it is a big deal. It's a big deal that someone doing the exact same thing that I'm doing, but is sitting in a chat, took the time to hand you money, whether it's $1, $2, $5, $10, $50, $100. They appreciate what you do. And now again, this is one way of showing our appreciation back to those people that
Right.
appreciate what we do.
Us creators feel that that's a huge compliment to have somebody do that. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
for folks that don't do their own streams and see super chats to themselves, they really don't know that feeling. You just, boy, all of a sudden you feel humble, but you feel you're proud. You got all these emotions going on. Oh my God. And like you said, it could be a buck. Oh, hey, Shane.
Hey, Shane. There you go. Shane M. How you doing? Now, Shane Elm. Go to his channel. Shane's new. He looks like he's a
Shane's
Pittsburgh
new.
Steelers fan.
Looks like
We'll add Shane to the board. Hey,
Shane's
Albert
a watcher.
A.
Shane's a watcher.
Yep, it looks like it.
Phil Tyler says he's home now.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he going to go live now?
No, I
Or
think
is he going to go live after Sky?
after. I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah. Tyler,
I'll be back.
I don't know when Tyler's going to go live tonight. He wasn't certain. He wasn't certain in his last stream earlier.
Let us know in the chat.
Huh?
No.
Oh, he's going to go after me tonight. I want him on my panel tonight. I want to chat with him about his cabin out in the woods that he's building.
That's what I kind of thought. And listening to him talk, it didn't sound like he was going to go home and go live. And that's why I went live. Because again, I try not to step on our friends' toes. I'd never go live. Try not to anyway.
It's so neat that how we work together. It's we all want each other to have some time in the day.
Absolutely.
And that's like tonight's. Now I'll probably keep mine down to a couple hours or so that Tyler's got plenty of time to get on and do his. Go over there and hang out and chat.
You're not going to do an 8-hour tonight?
No. No.
What's up, Big John? How you doing?
Yeah.
Well, I want to go outside, right?
Joe, that's funny. I want to go outside, right? Meow.
Yeah, right?
Yours truly, Sam's cat.
Oh. All right, just you and me now, Sky. What are you doing, Eli?
I'm back. I'm just got back right now.
Anybody in the chat want to join us, even if you're new here? If you're new and you're not interested, I'll just put you down. But if you're new,
there's a mouse click for that.
Cool. Tyler, if you want to come join us, that'd be great. We know you're not camera shy.
No.
Phil, have you done any spicy challenges recently? I think the last thing I really did that was the biggest challenge was the 21 Reapers. I'm actually feeling like maybe my tolerance is going down. I've actually got some Reapers down here right now drying out, so that I'll have something to snack on. I'll make some of them into dust, but some of them I'll just snack on. So they were frozen in the freezer. So I've got plenty of the bites here. I got these to do, but we're out of pepper season here, so that's kind of where most of my stuff comes from, is from pepper season.
Yeah.
Sure. So. Understandable, Tyler.
Yes, very much understandable. I'll be doing the tube of terror really, really soon, and I've got a tube of terror here, but it's missing a couple of nuts. So you really can't do the whole challenge. I've got Chili Cherry Nightmare here. Kind of looks like Sty with braids in his beard, but I've got a couple squares missing out of that I've snacked on. So I don't know. We do things when we do things. Usually if I'm going to do something that's extremely hot, it'll be a Saturday after work, just because it gives me Sunday if I get the night cramps, in order to kind of recoup. Because I forget what day it was. Was it 21? Yeah, it was the day I did the 21 Reapers. That was a Sunday, and at 1:30 in the morning, I was up until like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. What's the
Yeah.
crank?
Pilo, that little nitro, you'll fly right through that. You'll fly right through that. It was hot. It was hot. There's no doubt. But the little nitro was easier to do than that 19 bar.
I got a bunch of little nitros at that one guy.
I know, bag full of them.
But they're all. I'm sure they're not as hot as the little nitro, but they're I'm sure they're similar.
Yep.
He just adds tincture to them. So, but again, it's super hot to someone who doesn't have a tolerance, to someone who doesn't have the normal stuff.
True. If a person has no tolerance and they do a little nitro, it'll light them up. I guarantee you, it'll light them up. My tolerance has come down. Last night, I just made a mix match kind of hot dish thing for dinner last night, and I put a bunch of that kick-ass hot salt in it. And yeah, I overdid it. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh.
My tolerance has dropped down a bit.
Oopsie.
Yep. Oops. Gonna have to work on that and get it back up. Actually, I got just a little bit of that candy bar left. And speak of the devil, I should eat a piece. Trying to get my tolerance a little back up because after Christmas, I want to do a couple other hot things, but not before the holidays.
If Guy's got to do a little, I got to do a little. I can't let him do it by himself.
You don't gotta.
I know I don't gotta.
Small piece of ghost pepper chocolate. It's infused with ghost peppers and got ghost pepper flakes on it. Oh, that damn thing. Yeah. You help yourself.
Nice chunk of chili cherry nightmare.
Help yourself. Phil. Have fun.
Each one's got a little bit more than 2 Carolina Reapers in it.
Uh-huh.
It's not that thing. It's that damn thing. That's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, that is good.
That's cherries in it.
Oh.
Cherries.
Oh,
White
nice.
chocolate, cherries, and Carolina Reaper powder.
Yeah. Once they're in your mouth, they're fried cherries.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds spicy.
And what I'm eating is just the ghost pepper. And it's hot enough.
Don't even put any water down here. What's up? What's up, Trevor? Ryan, how you doing, man? Went to say something I couldn't. Yep.
Yeah. Was that Phil?
No,
That was Phil. Ah!
Well, you can, Chili Sid. You got to just have the right person to ship it to you.
Yeah.
It just gets more expensive that way. I know I shipped a box like this by this to Norway, and that was expensive. That was like $71. But I can't imagine like one of these things costing much more than an additional maybe $20 in an envelope, to get shipped to the UK.
I couldn't believe that medium-sized standard postal box that you sent for $70.
Yeah.
I was at the post office the other day when you said, this is the box I sent. I was at the post office and I said, one of these medium boxes, I said, what's it cost me to send that to Europe? And they said, oh, it's about, it'll run you about $19 for that box. And I said, oh, okay. Yeah. Cause I got to send something to Norway. And they said, oh, but now wait a minute. So Norway is not part of Europe? I told them, why the heck does it cost me so much to send something to Norway? And they said, it's just the postal rules, I said, that's nuts. Because there's a few little countries over there. The shipping is absolutely outrageous. But some of them you can get that standard international shipping price for $20 at the package. But
That's expensive though. $20 though.
well, yeah, send it to Norway, like Phil said, $70 to send a box that would regularly cost you $20 to send somewhere.
Trevor, I'm from Michigan. What's up, Arcade? I'm not spit anymore. I'm spicy now.
I'm only 45 minutes away from Michigan.
Wow.
You
As
have
far
to go
north.
across the water.
Yeah. I don't have to go across the water.
No, the UP.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
45 minutes from the UP.
I
45
gotcha.
minutes from Ironwood, Michigan.
Yeah, that's not Michigan.
That's
Michigan Lake.
that's the Uperland.
It's Uperland.
Uperland.
Hey, Trevor, Ryan, good to see you.
Brad
Shut up, Brad.
from Michigan. Michigan.
I've been to
Yeah.
Michigan once when I was a kid, but because it was snowing, but that's all I remember.
Yeah, go to northern
Where you
Michigan.
from,
In
Sorry?
Where you from?
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, close by
Yeah.
Austin.
Gotcha.
yeah,
you guys
he
don't
went down there in Texas,
Nah.
shoveling snow.
Well, last year we had like an inch of snow, like a good enough to see the
To say
snow.
you got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have family in Austin, San Antonio, and Bastrop. And so, yeah, our family's been in Texas for 60 years now,
Wow.
and New Mexico, Santa Fe, and Alamogordo. Hey, oh, that's right. It's still hunting season. You can use Blaze Orange.
That's my official everything spicy napkin.
Yeah. Blaze
Morning,
Orange.
Glover. How are you? Budgie's Rule, how are you doing? Good to see you in here.
Yeah, we got an Iron River just 30 miles from me too, Trevor. But that's in Wisconsin. My daughter used to live in Iron Mountain, Michigan. Hated that. That was a long drive for me.
I'm just outside of Flint there, Trevor.
That's nuts though, Phil, where you're at. I've probably been through there 25, 30 times when I drove truck.
Oh, yeah?
Right through Flint, yeah.
Yeah, we can get to I-75, which I'm sure is the way you went. We can get to I-75 from our house in about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Just due west.
Yeah, I wish we got snow over here. It'd be nice. Oh, man, we just got the rain. That's it. Here in Texas.
Here comes the mitten hand. Yeah, here you go, Brad. This is Brad ass. Brad wanted to see it. See, I'm kind of over here. And Brad, he's down here where you take a poop in that state called Ohio. So when a hand takes a poop, it goes down it filters down into Ohio.
Yep. That's the old rule that water's under pressure and poop runs downhill.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ohio is where everybody goes that wanted to go to Michigan and just didn't have enough gumption to get there.
Yeah, to Iowa?
No, to Michigan.
Oh.
In Ohio.
Oh, Ohio. Yeah, they got as far as Ohio and they looked up and they go, no, we'll just stay down here.
Right here.
The brave ones headed north.
Yep.
North to Michigan. Well, I still never could figure that out. I got in an argument with the teacher when I was in school ages ago about how did Upper Michigan become part of Michigan before they put the bridge across.
Right?
I mean, it's connected to Wisconsin. That's the only state it's actually connected to is Wisconsin. So why wasn't that part of Wisconsin? Because there was no bridge that connected the UP and Lower Michigan. So they cut some kind of deal to get that whole UP over there I think Lower Michigan wanted to own some place to go hunting. So they said, we want that piece up there across the lake,
That sweet Pilo. Pilo says are harder than Kentucky.
But her ass with us.
Yeah.
I tell people that all the time. My heart's with you, but my ass is here.
Pretty much.
It's like I'm not getting up, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's like come to me.
Yeah.
It's like mail me a letter. Why not? Just kidding.
Yeah. Oh, my ex-wife had a whole stack of cards I sent her when I was traveling all the time, because I had a couple boxes full of them that said my heart's with you, but my ass is here, and I'd send her a card with a note in it. She had a whole stack of them. Yeah.
I don't send cards, but I send emails. I don't know if that's close enough or not. Or e-cards, however you call that, right? E-cards.
Yeah, I've never sent an e-card before.
I never have either.
I haven't either. I've got a niece and one of my sisters used to all the time send e-cards.
What's an e-card? It's sort of like an email, isn't it? Like a Gmail? Something like that.
Yeah, it's like a GIF file with I've seen e-cards that are animated, and then you can open them, and then the message that you've typed is in the card, but it's just a electronic version of a greeting card. Yeah, infinite ma. I still write in cursive when I write. Can't read it worth a darn, but yeah, I still do.
Yeah.
That's not like writing like. You quit using cursive for a few years and then start using it again. Yeah, your penmanship goes right down the tubes.
Yeah, I pretty much have gone to printing nowadays. If I'm not typing something on the computer and then printing it off the printer, I'm pretty much spelling it out. Yep.
Yeah.
So, what's up, Fire Squad? How you doing, man? You type in cursive. What is that supposed to mean?
Typing.
You can't read. You can't read your typing either.
Well, Pilo, I agree. I speak in cursive too.
I can't speak in cursive, but I can write a good cursive.
Yeah.
Not even
That's the thing is you can type in cursive. You pick the right font, and you type away, and it's all in cursive. I've done that just to aggravate people. Type a whole letter in cursive.
Wow.
Just pick the right font, and it's all cursive.
That'd be so cool.
Well, here's your supposed history lesson. Trevor says the war over Toledo with Ohio. The president at the time gave Michigan the UP, so we would let Ohio Toledo believe. I believe. Back when the Midwest were just territories.
Yeah, Trevor, and I think that was a good deal that they cut because Michigan did not need Toledo, but the UP, yeah, with all the iron resources and timber and everything they had in the UP versus Toledo. No, yeah, we'll let you have Toledo. We want that big chunk of land up there.
Yeah, no NWI diver. I'm not from the UP. I'm from the southern half of Michigan.
Yeah.
The southern half of the mitten.
Yeah. He's a Lions fan. Oh, shit. I want to get thrown off of here.
Right? Well, I know what I am, and I know it ain't no good, so what are you going to do?
What are you going to do, right?
Your Christmas tree fell over again, Sam?
Yes.
Are you roughhousing back there?
No, the kid was playing with it for the second time.
You smack him around a little?
No, he didn't get in trouble, really.
Oh.
He ran away scared more than anything because it fell on him.
Oh.
The tree?
Yeah, he got what he had coming to him, I guess. He
Karma.
didn't get hurt, though. It's only a 4-foot tree, but still, it's like, come on, dude. That's like the third time I've had to pick that thing up.
I got one grandson, terrible little monster. He pulled one of our trees over, and it was an 8-foot tree.
Ooh.
It's huge, and it was a live one. And he managed to get that thing pulled over on him. He was buried under it. I laughed.
Oh.
There it is.
I like that.
A bigger base.
Yeah. What's that?
Maybe you need a bigger base.
Well, one of the legs is missing, so I've got it propped and rigged.
And you're blaming the kid?
Whatever it takes.
Oh, of course, because he was tugging on it.
Yeah.
If you don't touch it, it's fine.
It's fine.
And if it shakes a little, it's fine. But if you come up to it and start like battling with it, it's gonna topple over on you.
See, Phil's tree is about the size of mine.
Yeah, I put that up today.
Oh, that's small.
They're cute.
This is actually the top off of our old tree that used to be in our living room. We bought a new tree for our living room a few years ago. So the
And
old
the
tree
top
is
of it.
up in the end.
And you just took the top off. The top off. Yeah, I did that one year. I'm going, dang it, I got to buy a small tree now. And I had this big 7.5 foot fir, a fake one, but it looked awful real. And I'm going, God, if I could find one like that small, and I couldn't anywhere. Then I thought, what am I doing? I went and dug that big box out, dug the top off of it, and I kind of jimmied the stand so it would stick in the stand. Then I ended up with maybe about a 20-inch, 24-inch, really full, nice tree.
Oh, this thing is full. I had to fluff it all out and everything, pull the branches apart. Because when we bought this tree, the full tree, it was a really nice tree. We went to several places before we found the tree that we wanted. And then when we found it, the only one they had was their display model. And we weren't going to take the display model. So we wound up having to go to like 4 other places before we finally found the tree that we liked. Because there are a lot of trees out there that are very sparse, very, that don't look real. And, we've liked this one and the one that we got. The other one we bought out in Frankenmuth, Michigan. So we paid a little extra for that one, but it was a beautiful tree.
I used to love it when we would go and get our own trees, the real ones but the pine cones or the needles. Sorry, having backing those up all the time and stuff got to be a hassle. So
that was always a nightmare.
I use the same tree every year now.
We used to do that too. My wife would send me out to go get the real tree. So I go to one of these real tree farms around here. I'd always come home once they shook it out and everything else. There'd be this big hole, or it'd be lopsided, and she complained to me about my tree and everything else. And it's like, nope. So we finally, why we started going artificial is one of our really good friends from church. She was allergic to pine scent, and we used to do a Christmas open house every year.
Oh,
So she couldn't come over to our house because of the pine scent. So I was like, all right, well, we won't do a real tree this year, and we just kind of stuck by that. So.
Aren't you scared, like with the real tree, that something might jump out at you, or outside and stuff like that? I'll be like, "Oh my god, get off of me!" You know what I mean? Like, or there's like spiders.
This isn't Christmas vacation. This isn't Christmas vacation. They shake all the squirrels out
Squirrel!
before you take it.
Can you imagine that? A big old spider coming at you. You're like, "Hey, I thought you took it out." No.
What's up, Dorito? How you doing, man? What's up, Mr. Gamble?
No, that would be scary. You think about it. Because you're sitting there buying the tree, and all of a sudden you're coming home with the rodent.
Do they still sell pine spray for break trees?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't even have to do that. All you got to do is go out and get those big scented pine cones they got, and put like a wicker basket out somewhere, and put those big scented pine cones in there, and your whole house will stink.
I don't like that.
Hey, I've got one of those wax burners or melters, and I buy the fresh cut Fraser cubes, and it smells just like a pine forest in here.
Yeah, we've got those too. I don't know. I think the wife's got some kind of cherry something or other in there. So.
Yeah, I got about 20 different flavors. I was sicker than a dog earlier this week, and I found out it was because of the one scent I bought. It was called Weekend Camping Trip, and it smelled like a room full of old church ladies, and it just made me sick as a dog. It was terrible.
What's up, Carol? Well, Weekend full of old church ladies sounds like a good time for Stein North.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
that doesn't sound bad for you at all.
No, not at all. Yeah, I get a little tired of hot dish after 30 days.
Right.
No.
The candles smell good. Got to get the right ones.
Yeah.
I like the ones that have like a vanilla scent to them.
Yep, I've got a bunch of those vanilla.
That's my favorite kind.
I've
like
got
honeydew and melon like smell. Those
yeah.
are like the fruity smells. Yeah, I dig those.
I buy mine at Walmart.
Those remind me almost of garden smell.
You can get them at Walmart.
Oh,
yeah.
Walmart, everything, every
What's up,
flavor. I call them flavors, and I asked this gal. I said, "Hey, one of my flavors is all sold out. When are you getting those?" She goes, "You're not eating those, are you?" I thought,
Yeah, but I haven't seen them there though. Like, I mean,
there, you go to the candle department, and they got all the wax
Oh, man,
makers and all the assortment of the waxes you can get for them.
yeah, because I was wondering, I was like, where are they at? Because I bought them last year, but they moved somewhere. They moved them somewhere, so I gotta
And
go there and ask.
Walmart's actual stock map, they're always by the candles. They're always by the candles.
Okay, I'll go check because I want one.
They're usually at one end of the candle department. They're all together at one end.
What's up, Zanron?
What's up, Zenron?
Zanron, hello.
Yeah, I'll go check it out.
Good to see you, Zanron. Yeah.
All right, you guys carry me for a couple minutes. I got to go upstairs and grab some water, okay?
Okay.
I didn't bring any down with me. I don't know what I was thinking.
Sure.
Okay, he left.
Yeah, he left. He left. It's just
Hello.
oh, he's still pushing buttons, so
He's playing with us.
yeah.
He'll be back in like a second. He's gonna run upstairs, downstairs. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
He won't be gone too long. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to jump off because I gotta get my things in order. I'll have an hour.
You gotta go.
Now the party's starting, Tyler
I
says.
know, right? Yeah.
Tyler, you should have been up here with us. Party's
I know. I'm wondering. I was off dealing with stuff when Phil asked him to come up. I can't remember what he said.
He's getting dinner ready. They're getting dinner ready. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Everybody hide. Yeah.
Everyone hides. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, we could always do that number
Brad.
and not say anything. Just wait for him to come back. That's I only learned that stuff from guys like Phil anyway, you know. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, he's getting ready. Dinner ready. Daughter is up. It'd be a mess. That's life, Tyler.
Yep. We understand though.
Yeah. I used to always tell my ex-wife, why is it after dinner every night it looks like a garbage truck back in here and dumped its load on our table? Yeah, because all the kids, you know. Yeah.
Hello, Arcade. Welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt bad today over at Gil's channel that it got hectic.
Oh, it wasn't your fault.
That it was just sad for Gil because
He knows how to handle that type of stuff, though. He's really good at it too.
yeah, you know, and that's it. Is he takes it well for others, you know.
Yes.
But I know he doesn't feel that well about it after the fact. It's like, doggone it, and it's not his fault, you know, and it's easy to feel that way. I was responsible. More like a hurricane meet a tornado and brought a tsunami with it. Yeah. Makes perfect sense. Oh, look at what everybody's doing. I was gonna say, don't leave me up here alone.
I had a passerby. Second. So he's gone now, though. But yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you, Tyler, at all.
Hey, look who I found.
What's up, Raven?
Hey,
Hey.
Raven.
The man's in the house.
How you doing, Raven?
Cowboy fan.
Doing fine.
Cowboys rule.
No, Trevor, I'm not. I'll have to look them up. I'm sure I'd be into it, though.
So what's everybody doing?
What's up, Turkey Leg?
Hey, Turkey Leg.
Hanging out doing this, Raven.
Yeah.
What's everyone doing? Well, right at the moment, same thing you're doing, Raven.
Visiting.
Well, I had to get me a new phone.
Oh, what happened to your phone?
Cool.
Look how small this
All right,
one
Ralph,
is.
man. Have a good night, bro.
Oh yeah, I know. I got rid of my little phone. I wanted a bigger phone. See, that's what I'm talking about. He needs another phone now.
Yep. Now he's gonna need. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Like,
There you go. You got
New Kitchen World. How are you?
This is an older one. This is a CT.
ZTE. Yeah, I've had one of those.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
one more person.
I'm looking at all the people. Huh?
Hey,
Wow.
Everything's
Yeah.
I'm gonna go live soon.
Who's that next to me?
I'll talk to y'all later.
See you, man.
See you, man.
Yeah.
Take care.
How you doing, Moa?
How you doing? Nice to see you
Yeah,
guys.
this is the first time on panel here.
no, I think it's the second, right?
Is it second?
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Hold on, I gotta poke Raven.
Yeah, right in the ear.
Run
Came
here.
right out the other side.
I feel like
The
this
delayed
one-
on the wrong side.
Right.
Oh, Tyler, we're blessed to share our lives with you as well.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I do.
A gift to YouTube yourself, my friend. So
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah.
So is everybody doing that okay? Did anything lately?
mm,
Who's it was it?
Did you guys do anything lately today? Or just being lazy on your ass?
I wrote a new song, but that's it.
See, someone did something constructive. She wrote a
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
I haven't
Well,
done it.
I know. She will make a new song at times,
And she probably makes 2 or 3 a week, don't you, Sam?
but I don't know what this guy's been doing.
What?
He's
This
like,
guy,
nothing.
You've been targeted.
Oh man. I think this is my first time on Everything Spicy.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I've got a pretty good
Yeah,
memory of
probably.
people who've been on the panel. Not necessarily people in the chat, but people on the panel I usually remember. So
Yeah, because we're gonna start using StreamYards. We want to interview YouTubers. So that's gonna be maybe a Thursday night thing.
Oh no, a Thursday night. Oh.
We usually have things on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursdays. That's just what we ended up
so what do you
figuring
have?
out.
So what are you gonna have on your background?
Oh, well, the background, what we usually do, so if we're live, right, what happens is that I use the computer and I put the phone in the background and we play Pictionary. So everybody guesses what we're playing. And
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, so we play Pictionary, do different games live. Sometimes we do it for gift cards. Sometimes we just do it for fun.
Uh-huh. Neat.
Yeah, I caught on to Everything Spicy because one of the first collab videos I did with somebody was 1.5 million Scovilles of Reaper and Ghost Pepper extract. And so I started following him because he's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
Just a bit.
You don't know half of it.
Oh, we've watched. I don't know how he does some of the things. How your stomach not torn up, I don't know.
oh, there's times it's tore up.
Yeah. There's time
The thing is, it goes away. You know, you're gonna have this. You know, if you do something super hot, and whatever. You're going to have this moment that you're going to regret for a period of time, but it goes away. It's not like you permanently damaged yourself, and it's something that doesn't go away, or you got to go see a doctor or something. Now, it is something that goes away within a few hours usually. So,
yeah, we grew ghost peppers one year. Last year, we grew ghost peppers, and I got to actually have one raw. And yeah, it was 20 minutes of hell, and then 4 hours of just trying to come down off of it.
well, the biggest thing I tell everybody is don't come to the channel to just, if you're going to eat something like a Reaper, you can get away probably with like a jalapeno, things like that, without having something in your stomach. But if you're going to eat anything from like a habanero hotter, you need to have something in your stomach. And typically it needs to be starchy. It needs to be something like a bread or something like that, just so you don't get some kind of stomach cramps, That's all.
And if you're not really used to hot stuff, your stomach's going to really cramp up.
I think your stomach's going to cramp up regardless, whether you're used to hot stuff or not used to hot stuff. Now, of course, if you got stomach issues, I always say on here, if you got any kind of stomach issues, you shouldn't do anything hot, But at the end of the day, I think all of our insides are kind of the same. It's just someone like myself knows a little better. I can take probably a little more internal pain than most people until I get the great big cramps like I did when I ate the 21 Reapers, and that really hurt bad. So
I don't know how you did that one. I still don't know how you did it.
I did it with the idea that I was going to throw them up when I got done, and I couldn't. Everything I tried to do, I couldn't get them out of my system. So I knew I was going to wake up with cramps. I knew I was going to happen, and then I just didn't know how severe it was going to be. So yeah. Oh well, it's part of what I do. It's going to happen, and it'll happen to me again. I'll eat something, or do a challenge myself to do something that no one else has done or very few people have done, and I'll deal with it again. I'm hoping the next time I go see my doctor, maybe I can't throw up because I've got some adenoid problems, or maybe I got something that I need to I don't know, get rid of. That may make it easier for me to get rid of stuff. I don't know. Because even when I did the Nemesis, and that's been 6 months or so ago, I couldn't get rid of that.
Well, you did so many different
like this. Was that?
You did so many different things, and you did the Oreo challenge.
Yeah, but see, the Oreo challenge wasn't hot, so that really doesn't even phase my stomach as far as between the gross stuff, and there was some hot stuff in there. I mean, there was a Reaper or two in there, but a Reaper or two, when you're doing Reapers every day, a Reaper or two is not a big deal. It's when you start eating 3, 4, 5, 6 Reapers in a day that eating Reaper becomes a big deal. Now, today, if I were to eat a Reaper, my inside would probably act a little different than it did 3 weeks ago, just because I really haven't had a Reaper since I did the 21. I mean, I just had a candy bar, a chunk of candy bar that had 2 Reapers in it. But I'm actually drying some. I got them in a dehydrator right outside this room right now. The entire basement smells like Reaper. So
I bet it does.
Yeah, but the good thing about what it smells like is because they're being dehydrated is you have a Reaper smell. You don't have a Reaper cough and choke. Like when I cooked the almonds and I cooked the powder on the almonds, when that heated up, it was almost like a choking agent. We had to open the windows and the doors of the house because we were all choking. And this was the middle of the wintertime. So I was like, all right, well, I can't do that again. So next time we just put the Reaper powder in with the brown sugar and cinnamon, so that once we got done cooking the nuts with the honey on them, then we just put them in the brown sugar, cinnamon, and Reaper powder, and that's how they get the Reaper powder on them. So Brad, I didn't puke from that either. That was one of my first gross challenges where I actually made a Jello mold, lime Jello, SpaghettiOs, and pepper dust. Looked pretty gross, and yeah. That was one of my first gross challenges. Of course, Brad was eager to do it after I did it. So, and of course, Roger Sure did it, but he did it in a different fashion. So, as Roger Sure normally would from the Hot Damn Show.
Everybody does it differently.
Yep.
Was that Strumbone or whatever that's called? Was that the worst you ever did?
Sir Strong by far was the worst tasting thing I've ever tasted. I've told everybody this before. It smelled like the bottom of a wet dumpster. The absolute worst smell. Smelled nothing like rotting fish. If it smelled like rotting fish, that wouldn't have been so bad. But I was on the front of my house when I opened that can outside. My wife said she could smell it on the back porch on the back side of the house.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was by far the worst smelling. Now, I will tell you what the second worst was, and it wasn't so much the smell as it was the taste. Was escargot. It was part of a 3-thing challenge I did that.
Escargot is one of the worst things to open up.
I opened that up and it stunk, but didn't stink as bad as surströmming. But when I popped that first one in my mouth and started chewing, I gagged. I spit it into the garbage, and I told Sherry, "It says you win." And then come to find out, Sherry had put hot sauce on hers. So I take mine, I dry them off, put a little hot sauce on them, and eat them that way, and then I could eat them.
Mm-hmm.
So they were still gross and nasty. The texture really doesn't screw me up. It was the overall taste. It was just like, ugh, it was vile.
The first taste was the gagging part, right?
Yeah, and then that's why I couldn't really swallow. I chewed it up, and it just that initial taste got to me, and I had to spit it right in the garbage. So.
Yeah.
I like escargot. Escargot is good, but I don't know, like out of a can.
Yeah,
you don't want to get it out of can.
Yeah, this wasn't cooked. It wasn't seasoned. It wasn't anything, and it came from Walmart. So I'm sure when people are saying escargot is good, they're not getting it from Walmart and they're not eating it raw out of the can. So
some people do cook them, and it has a different taste when it's cooked and a lot of good spice on it.
Well, even it wasn't that bad once I put hot sauce on it. So I can imagine if you take escargot and you've got it in some garlic sauce and whatnot, you prepare it all right at like a fancy restaurant, I'm sure it probably tastes just fine. You just have to get over the thought that it's snail. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Death Ragoon?
Yuck, Brad. No way. I hate SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs, just SpaghettiOs.
But I'll eat lime jello, but I won't do SpaghettiOs are gnarly.
Yeah, there you go, SpaghettiOs. Look at that.
There you go. Fish assholes. There you go.
Oh my god! I didn't see that. Oh, hilarious.
Those are SpaghettiOs.
I had some I had tasted terrible if you don't cook it good.
Yeah, SpaghettiOs are kind of a weird kind of pasta, tomato sauce taste and thing. They're not very good. I mean, they would help to sustain life.
Right.
They're edible, but as far as being something that someone would say, I want some SpaghettiOs, I don't think there's too many people out there saying,
No.
I really like SpaghettiOs.
But when I manage a Dollar Tree, we get 4 cases of SpaghettiOs in, get them all on the rack. They were gone in 3 days. They were one of the hot selling items on our rack.
We used to eat it raw, like not even cooked, like not even heated up, just out of the can.
Right out of the can.
Yeah, back in like college, right?
My dad used to serve it. Here you go.
Yeah.
Meatballs? Wait, with meatballs or without?
Sometimes both. Yeah.
The SpaghettiOs with Frank.
Oh, with Frank's?
Oh.
Yeah.
Nasty little Vienna sausage slices they call Franks. Oh, just the texture of them is just like, whoa.
Yeah.
You don't love SpaghettiOs.
It's bad when the Franks have a softer, mushier texture than the spaghetti.
Most kids like that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I think I just got sick of them because I was fed them all the time.
That'll do it.
So
after a while, you just don't. You can't take this. You cannot stand it for a reason.
Yeah.
What's up, Johnny Mac?
I love Italian.
What's up,
yeah, that type of stuff, but not too much.
Be right back.
One of my favorites is because I had moon pie before.
Yeah, we used to when we got a chance when I was in the Marine Corps, we used to try to get some canned things in there, but it was like beans and franks and things like that we take out in the field because usually when we were out in the field, I was never in during wartime. We would at least get a hot breakfast and a hot dinner. So they bring out the big fat cans full of eggs and stuff like that. But lunch was usually like the MRE or whatever, and so we always try to make sure we had something else.
Back then when they had those MRIs and you wanted to taste what they taste like, to me they tasted like crap.
Well, again, like a lot of
until they got a little bit better.
Right. Well, like a lot of things they told us when I was in the Marine Corps, the food they give us is not designed to taste good. It's designed to sustain life.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Do that. So.
Now, funny thing, Jesse's son is coming back. He's finally out of the Army, December 12th. Right? I was like, hey, can you grab me some MREs? Because I want to do a taste test. Matter of fact, I want him to blindfold himself, and I'll get a frozen dinner, and then I'll get an MRI and see if he can figure out which one's frozen. So I can't wait to try these MREs.
Yeah.
Because I heard, again, I told him, get something gross and get something good tasting. So he's like, okay, this is the good tasting stuff. This is the gross stuff.
Well, like I seen some of the MRIs. I mean, back then, some were kind of like chalky at times, tasted chalky, but some of it tasted okay.
Yeah, when I was back in the late '80s. We had some that I've probably gone over this on the channel before, so I apologize to anybody that's heard this before. They had like these 3 or 4 little hot dogs they would have in this sealed thing. They all had like this clear jelly stuff on them that was designed to preserve them. We used to call them the 4 fingers of death because that's what basically they were these gross little hot dogs. And then they had this thing that was ham and chicken loaf. So a combination of ham and chicken parts compressed into a ham and chicken patty, and we called it ham and chicken choke because it was one of the things you didn't want to get because when you got an MRE, they were just throwing them off the back. When I was in artillery, they were just throwing them off the back of the truck. You didn't get to pick through what you wanted.
Yeah,
they were throwing them off the back. What you got was what you got.
Yeah,
and then if you had something that someone else wanted, when you got back to your gun, then you could switch with someone else. But when you got what you got, and if that's what you had to eat, that's what you had to eat. So they had a chicken a la king, which really sucked. That was another one of the ones you didn't want. I don't think anybody ate that one.
Now they have vegetarian ones now. Did you guys have vegetarian ones back then? You did. Oh no, I didn't think so. Right. That's got to be something new.
Yeah,
right?
you just. And I don't recall anybody in the Marine Corps when I was in the 4 years I was in anybody that was a vegetarian. I think that's just something new nowadays. I'm a vegan.
Trevor, I ate NOM era MREs, which were fresh back between 69 and 73, and everybody talks about how disgusting they are today. You ain't go but eat some NOM era rations. And when I was even younger, I got to eat some K rations. My grandfather had cases of K rations, and some of the K rations were edible. The others you looked at and you go, how in the heck they get that dead cat in that can? It's terrible. Some of it just like Phil said, my grandfather said it way back in the early 60s. That wasn't supposed to taste good. It's supposed to keep you alive. Out on the line, that's all that's for, is to keep you alive. It's packed full of protein, carbs, and salt. That's all it is. It's protein, carb, and salt. That's all it is. And they don't care how it tastes. Yeah.
Vegetarian lasagna had Skittles.
That's one of the ones that are seeked out the most today, is the ones that have Skittles in them. That's what Jake was saying. Jake was saying, like, everybody just wants the one with Skittles in it. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, just to get the Skittles.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Big deal when we were in. They just started putting little bitty bottles of Tabasco in there. I mean, you barely get 2 drops. but this bitty Tabasco bottle would come in some of them, and then of course you would have this little bitty package of Kool-Aid that you could do. Now they always told us that you weren't allowed to take the Kool-Aid and stick it into your canteen.
Right?
Kool-Aid and put it in your canteen cup and then mix it that way and drink it. But everybody always put it in their canteen. But the problem is then for like the next 12 times you fill your canteen, it tasted like watered down Kool-Aid. So.
Yep. And if your canteen was basically dry for a couple of days, it would mold. That's why they didn't want it put in their canteens, because there was the potential of contaminating.
Mm-hmm. Then most of the canteens were metal back then. Now they're plastic.
Yeah, they were plastic when I was in.
They were aluminum in the Nam era, most of them. They're carryovers from World War II.
And that's a good point, Raven. Is it because the plastic doesn't breed bacteria as well?
They all breed.
It's because it was cheaper.
Cheaper. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well, the plastic didn't bend, get all dinged and bent up like the other canteens did either. So.
Yeah, that's true.
And with now, they probably started with those when Phil was in. They got the square quart liter square flat canteen.
Mm-hmm.
That as you fill them, they expand.
Didn't have that when I was in.
No.
Well, he was saying they all have they have a canteen still, but a lot of people use it for shaving, and what they have is those water packs that they put on their backs now.
Yeah, well, they got a lot more water nowadays than when I was in. See, when I got out in September.
Did you go to Camp Lejeune? By the way, did you go to Camp Lejeune? Is that where you were basic training?
No, Camp Lejeune, they don't do basic training there. They do it at Paris Island and they do it in San Diego. Camp
that's
Lejeune
right.
Base. But I wouldn't take you back to Camp Lejeune when they recalled me for Desert Storm. But I spent most of my time on Okinawa and on Marine Corps Air Station Kaneohe in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What was your what is it called? MOS?
MOS. It was artillery.
Artillery. Okay.
Artillery. So we shot the big howitzers. So.
Actually, that's what my brother did it in the Marine Corps. My brother was artillery. He was in charge of all the ammunition and guns and all that stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, when you're in the Marine Corps, you have to actually go to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, which is an Army base for your artillery training. So the Marines and the Army both train on the same base, but you have Marine instructors that train Marine artillery. You have Army instructors that train Army artillery. But there you've got the big 155 millimeter howitzers like we used, and then you'd have the self-propelled ones that almost kind of look like tanks, but it's a big howitzer that they put in place, and it's got tracks on it like a tank, and then they set up and they can shoot 200-pound rounds from those, where we only shot 100-pound rounds from the regular 155 millimeter howitzers. So
yeah, that's great.
Standard canteen.
Yep.
There you go. That's exactly what we had. Yep.
And the bottom is what they use to shave. Yeah, they fill up the bottom, they shave real quick in the morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought I had my flat canteen, which is now in Desert Storm. It was standard issue during Desert Storm. It's almost twice the capacity, and for good reason. It comes in a bag just like the standard issue canteen, but it doesn't come with a cup. So a lot of GIs, especially on the Marine side, said, "What kind of crap is this? Where's my cup?"
What kind of lid do you have on that side?
Without a cup.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of lid do you have on that canteen?
The lid on it?
Yeah, let's see.
This one's got a plastic lid.
Oh, okay. Because when I was in, we had a different gas mask too, but you had two filters on the inside of it, and the canteens on top had this little black thing, and you would take from your gas mask, you take this little thing off, and it would stick into the top of the
that nipple, and you could drink out of your canteen without contamination.
Yeah, blow air in those too.
Yeah, I got one of those, and my gas mask plugs where I get into it. Oh, I didn't say that. give out more sty secrets, you know.
Well, nowadays everybody uses the gas mask to get high, right? Oh.
Yeah. Other purposes, you know. The you know, it was years ago. Well, not terrible amount of years ago, but I had bought 4 new gas masks and I got the cartridges. And then I looked at the 3 cases of cartridges I got, and I thought 1 case for each gas mask with a spare gas mask in case you have one that's damaged. Well, you look at a case of cartridges. Okay, good. I get to live for a week. I mean, I tell you what, you get into a contaminated zone and you can't get out. You better have yourself a heck of a lot of cartridges on hand.
Yep.
What do the cartridges do?
I just looked at it as, oh no, if I get in that situation after the first cartridge is used up, I'm just going, get it over with.
Get it over with. Yeah.
Crying out loud. I wasted
What's up,
my
Eric?
life.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I kept 1 gas mask and half a dozen cartridges. All the rest of it I gave away to people. Good luck.
Yeah, we got to do the gas chamber 2-3 times while I was in, and it's probably worse your first time through, because through boot camp they want you to really experience it, and they want it to be mind changing and
Right.
scare you, and of course they're yelling at you and everything else. After that, when you're just a regular Marine in the Marine Corps and you go in, you've got your full mop gear on and everything else, and you go in there and they have you take it off, put it back on, don and clear your mask, and exit. They don't make you take off your mask for a long period of time or try to say your social security number backwards or anything crazy like that.
Yeah.
Once you're in,
They only make you be exposed to it and be able to purge your mask. And yeah, I went through tear gas indoctrination twice, and then you want to have a fun one? Go through mace indoctrination.
Yeah.
well, Pepper's a Kentucky Lemon did.
And they're 4 feet in front of you, and they spray you right in the face with that crap. And then they watch you doing the crappie flop, and they're laughing because you're rubbing that crap. And that's the worst thing you can do is start rubbing. Don't rub it. Keep your hands off of it. Deal with the pain. Get to some water and start rinsing.
It's the only thing you can do with that, because it's like the mace is like a hot sauce, but it is more.
Well, it depends on what mace you're using too.
Yeah.
I've been shot with 3 different mixes, and some of them are worse than others. Some of them actually have adhesion gel in them, so that it stays on you. So that you can't. It's not easy to even wash off. That's when it gets real nasty. If it's got an adhesion gel in it that sticks to your face and you try to wash it off, you're just rubbing it and it's going down your neck. It's nasty.
Well, they told us in boot camp to think of all those choking agents and everything else as the chemical as being a little barbed fish hook, right? If you take a barbed fish hook and you rub your face, you're just digging it in. So all of that stuff like the mace, the choking agent gas, and everything else, it says, make sure you definitely don't touch your skin. You don't do anything that's going to rub it in. You're just going to make it worse.
I didn't get sprayed. I didn't get sprayed because I did anything. I got sprayed through training. It was through training. It was a voluntary thing. I told them, go ahead and spray. It wasn't spray them, that old bum. You got to stop them. No,
I'd like to get tased for my channel in a controlled environment.
Tased?
Yeah.
You want to get tased with a gun or just a hand taser?
In a gun, in like a controlled environment.
He'll tase you.
Wait till the barbs are in. Yeah.
Wait till what?
The barbs.
Yeah.
That shoots right out of the gun.
That I went through that, and I went frontal the first time, and then a rear shot from the second time. The second time was worse than the first time. I thought in the chest would have just been unbearable. But I'll tell you what, if they get you and they get your whole back and it depends on what they're shooting. If they're shooting a 4-prong or a 6-prong, and they were using a 6-prong on us. And when you get all 6 prongs in you, holy God! I tell you, and they told us everybody go run to the John, pee before we get started, because you will piss your pants. It's very, very possible that you will. Yeah, you do have to concentrate not to do that, not to let yourself go. Yeah,
That's the hardest thing.
Challenge video, Spicy.
that would be.
That's a challenge video to get tasered.
Yeah,
I don't think I'd ever do it.
See,
I
right now, I
believe it or
can't.
not, there are videos out there on YouTube. People have been tased.
Oh heck, I've seen videos of guys testing bulletproof vests. I mean, you talk about morons.
We heard Faith will do the tasing, right?
I
Faith?
have one. I do. I have.
What?
We'll have her be the trigger person.
I have to though. I do. I do not go to town without that thing. I've had stalkers and stuff in the past. Like people busted my windows out and showed up at my house and all kinds of stuff. So I have to carry one.
Whoa!
I will pop.
I was joking. I didn't even. Wow, that's crazy.
I'm a small person, so if some big person.
Wait, do we get to see the taser? Do we get to see it?
Or is it a gun?
It's in the back. I'll have to grab it, but yeah.
Taser.
Actually, Tyler, for us, we had 4 medics there, and after they tase you, they have you just wear a light cotton T-shirt. After they tase you, the barbs, and that's the worst part of it, if you press them in, and then you go to the back of the barb, and you can basically you're reversing it out. It's like trying to get a fish hook out.
It's got to charge up right now, but that's pretty much it. The red button is buzz.
Yep.
And the green button is LED light, but it just looks like a lipstick tube.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Here you go, perp. I'm gonna put some lipstick on you. Get them right in the neck.
Does it shoot something out?
What's that?
Does it shoot something out?
Yeah, it does, but it's dead right now. I've got to charge it. But it's pretty powerful. I've actually zapped my own hand on accident reaching for it once, and that stung forever. It hurts.
Yep.
I barely even touched it. I barely pushed the button. It still was like radiating all over. It went all the way like through my hand, up my arm, and such. Yeah.
And that's a weird pain too.
Oh yeah.
It feels like you're getting shocked.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
You are getting shocked.
When one of my family members had a book, okay, it was all made into a book, like a book. And anytime they said, just try and open it, and I opened it up, and all of a sudden I got zapped.
Oh yeah, my uncle had
those prank books.
My uncle had a prank electric shock box that had a little like screen in the front, and you could see this little fuzzy tail inside of it, and hanging from the box was this metal rod about 8-10 inches long, and that tail would sit in there and wiggle, and sure enough, they're pushing the box around, and finally they'd figure it out. They take that rod and stick it in there to try to get that whatever animal that is to turn around. The minute they touch that wire mesh on the front, it lit them right up like Christmas tree.
Oh no!
Yeah. So is it worse than sticking your finger in an outlet?
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
well, yeah.
You figure 100. You stick your finger in an outlet, it's 110 volts. But the problem is you got amperage. You got to deal with.
Yeah. Yep, that's right.
Where with a taser, it's pure voltage, and some of them you jack up to 10,000 volts.
Some could go up to 50,000.
Yeah, up to 50. 50. Anything over 50 is technically illegal. But between 10 and 50,000 volts, that'll knock you down. That'll knock you on the ground. Now, some big guys, I've seen them with 10,000 volts get tased, and they just stand there and they kind of wiggle a little bit, and all it does is piss them off. Yeah, so a lot of officers carry between 40 and 50,000 volters to knock the bigger guys down. But then the poor little guys, they use the same one on the little guy. So, well, that's like I had open heart surgery 2.5 years ago. I don't want to get tased anymore. I don't want to take that risk. Just like so, I behave myself. I try.
Oh, and I'm sure I couldn't tell my significant other if I was going to get tased. I was going to get tased because she would have a shit fit. Well, what if your heart stopped? And blah blah blah. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, it was like me back in my 20s. I wanted to go skydiving. I've been in the Marine Corps and I've done all these other rappelling and rappelling without a wall, Australian rappelling where you go face first. And I've done all this stuff, spy rigging and all this stuff, but never parachuted. And I wanted to go parachuting. And she's like, "We have 3 kids. There's no reason you need to go parachute." I'm like, all right, whatever. So I never got to parachute.
See, that's one thing I'm not even interested in.
I'm still interested in it.
I ain't jumping out of an airplane. First time I got up in an airplane, I looked down there, I go, there's no reason to jump. This plane knows how to get up.
Exactly.
I don't have to
I'm
jump.
safe here. Right. I'm safe here. I don't need to exit the building.
It's totally different if all of a sudden I see engines falling off the thing or I see the captain jump out with a parachute. Then maybe I'll grab one and jump. But just to say I jumped,
I guess I want to experience that sense of falling falling with the sense that I'm safe. You've always had those dreams as a kid. I don't get them too much as an adult anymore, where you get that sense that you're falling. I've always wanted that sensation of being able to fall, but yet you have the safety of knowing, you got a parachute on your back,
Yeah.
So
Wake up right before I hit the ground.
Right.
Yeah. Wake up just right there at impact. I hate that.
NWI, you like my wife impersonation?
Has anybody had a dream about falling and that you actually hit the ground and you feel like you woke up with your chest killing you?
No.
Seriously?
I
I can't be the only one. Come on.
What's up, that's right, long hair? How you doing, man? No, I've never had that.
Wow.
Beat up.
Matter of fact, it seems like most dreams that I ever have, when it gets to the part that is dangerous or that that seems like always when you wake up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
God, I've had those other dreams, and I always seem to wake up at the wrong time.
I like those dreams where you actually know you're dreaming and you can make whatever you want happen. Those are
when you start making decisions in your dream.
Yeah, lucid dreaming's great. Yeah.
I love those dreams. I'll just pinch myself, and if I can't feel it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is not real. I can do whatever I want.
What I hate is when you're having an awesome dream and you're just loving it. You're loving what you're doing in your dream. And then you actually wake up, and you're going, whoa, no. And you're trying hard, and you're trying to get yourself back to sleep to catch up where you were at. Never get to finish your dream.
Oh no.
You'll wake up, it's gone, it's done. And it's like, wait, I didn't finish. I'm not done.
Or you like wake up too early in the morning.
No, I gotta go back to sleep. Sleep.
There's times that I wake up at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah. Then you wake up all disappointed because it wasn't real. That's happened too.
I've had a lot of
I feel that I wake up and I'm looking. I feel like I was over at another place, and when I wake up, you're like, "Oh, wait a minute,
I'm home." Yeah.
I've had dreams where I was doing something really physically extreme, and then wake up and I am totally exhausted. I get out, I'm just like, what the heck? I can't dream like that again. I worked for 8 hours in my sleep. Yeah.
I've got this weird sickness that in personal life and real life, I want to see a tornado. So I'd like to go like a tornado alley and things like that. And actually, I don't want to be in danger. I don't want anybody else to be in danger, but I want to see a tornado. So I have these dreams about tornadoes. And usually in my dream, I'm like, wow, I'm finally getting to see a tornado. And then there's usually more than one. There's like 2 or 3 or 4. And then I realize in my dream, I'm like, oh, I'm asleep. I'm dreaming. So, but usually at that
Tyler.
first moment, you start seeing water too. It's like, oh, wow, a tornado. And it's like, yeah, then you realize.
Yeah, go spend some time with Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I grew up in the farm country in Minnesota, and tornadoes were common. 1964, in fact, we had one come through our town, went right past the front of our house.
Wow.
My
See, I don't want to be
grandfather,
hard to play.
my grandfather, my brother, and I had to go and forcibly drag him in the house, get him in the basement. He was tying himself to a big elm tree in the front yard because he says, I'm 87 years old. I've never seen one of these. I'm going to see it now. Yeah, and the damn thing was only about football field and a half away from our house as it went by. So,
You know, I'm the guy that when we get those high winds and it looks like we're going to get a tornado, you know, I go out onto the front porch.
that's what I do.
I'm out there looking and looking. Trees are bending and everything, and I'm out there looking.
Yeah.
And the problem is,
we don't get tornadoes.
You never really see one coming.
It's when the stuff starts landing and smacking right around you, you go, oh yeah, okay, I better get some cover, you know. And everybody else is safe in their basements.
Yeah.
I was notorious for that. What's that fool doing out there? Look at him, he's leaning at a 45-degree angle watching the car.
You know, speaking of 45 degrees,
trying to experience it.
I was in Okinawa during a typhoon, which is a hurricane over there, and we it wasn't bad enough, but we could actually go to the mess hall, and we had to wear our flak jackets and our helmets to the mess hall. But when we were walking against the wind, you were basically walking at like a 45-degree angle into the wind. There was a point where if you leaned too far forward, you'd fall on your face. But if you tried to stand up, you'd fall back over.
Yep. I've had winds where I did lean too far forward, and the wind is actually catching your whole body. And then if you get too far forward, the wind lifts your feet right off the ground. And boom, you're down. Yeah.
We were Marines. We tested it.
Yeah, gotta test it.
Yeah, you don't want to give Marines too much free time, especially when stuff like that's happening. Because we're they want us to be safe and everything else, and we're all out there acting like a bunch of idiots. So.
Oh yeah.
I have a brother-in-law that was a Marine, and still is a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Yeah.
Yep.
True that.
I watched I watched a couple of videos. I couldn't help but laugh my tail off. A bunch of Marines stuck in base a little too long, the mischief comes along with it, and they're out there and they think it's just funny as sin. And they set off 2 of those Mentos bombs with the Coke. They said 2 of them, and the one they had sitting inside of a galvanized bucket, and when it went off, it sounded like an incoming round and a blast. The whole base went nuts. I mean, and it's just a couple of guys that decided to clown around a little because they stuck on base too long. Ended up setting the whole base off. I mean, everybody was at the ready, flash, and it was just over a Mentos bomb, out back of a barracks tent, I thought that was pretty good. You mischief little buggers. Now you got something to
do. We're in 29 Palms, California. We got some Liberty time, and some guys actually went down to Mexico, and they came back with these M80s that were a little bit bigger than an M80. Some people said they were like a quarter stick of dynamite. I couldn't tell you the difference. But you had these idiots that were up in their room one time, and they were drinking, and they're messing around with it with an open flame and everything, like it were like trying to scare each other that they were lit. And finally, it got lit, and they just dropped it in the middle of the room and went in their bathroom, and it blew up in there. Well, it seared this great big spot on their carpet, so they couldn't get away with it on their rug. But you heard it in the entire base. You're like, what the? Everybody's out on the mezzanine, and we're all looking around, and we're out there for a good 15 minutes, and you're not sure where it came from. Right. And finally, one of these room doors opened, and the smoke comes
Smoke
rolling
rolled
out of the room, and you knew which room it had been in. Oh, they got in a shitload of trouble for that.
Oh,
But
I
yeah,
can
they,
imagine. Oh,
concussion and everything. They were even in the bathroom, the concussion from that in an enclosed, because in those rooms, they're brick walls. So your entire room was all brick walls.
so
So
all
Oh, it's filled.
the concussion in there. Oh, yikes.
Yep.
That's why you don't play with those things inside in a small place. Or a place that's
My brother had a 56 Buick, ugly old car. And we were on our way to meet my folks at this family picnic. And he pulls a bag out from under his seat, and it's full of cherry bombs and M80s. And he's lighting them on his cigarette and throwing them out the car window. And he lit one, and the sparks came off, hit his fingers, and he dropped it. And it was on the floor between his legs. And he's driving, and I'm going, boom! I jumped over the seat, just hit the back seat, and that bugger went off. Every piece of dust or rust in that car came off. And the inside of that car, you could not see. It was just a bright orange, dusty, rusty cloud. It was bad. He ended up going in the ditch, and we got the car back out. But when I got up there, I looked, and he had a rubber floor mat on his floor, but it had blown that floor mat into about 6 pieces. But there was a hole about 8-10 inches around in that rusty car floor.
Oh, no.
I said, "You're lucky that didn't land on your seat."
What's up, Simo? How you doing, man?
Hey,
Oh,
Simo.
man.
His 5 kids wouldn't exist if it had landed on his seat.
Well, the thing is, like I said, you don't play with the M80s or something like that, and you think you're going to get away with it. One, you can get in trouble. Number 2, you can end up going to jail for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, it depends on what depends. It wasn't legal in Hawaii. So.
Yeah, it wasn't illegal where we were. You could buy them. Technically, you weren't allowed to shoot them off. But if you fired them, if you got caught shooting them off, it was like a $50 fine. That's all it was. Yeah.
Well, everything back in the day.
now? Like,
well,
in stores, do they sell, like, in other words, in fireworks stores, do they sell them though now?
A lot of places don't sell the really hot stuff anymore.
Okay.
There's a few outlets in South Dakota. You can still get some of the big stuff. Here,
well, I know M80s and cherry bombs. M80s and cherry bombs were like a big thing when we were a kid. Like, you don't mess with those. Like, they were legal.
Right. They'll take your fingers off. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
But here where I live, we have 2 Indian tribes, and they both have big fireworks outlets at them. And you can buy the commercial fireworks that your local fire department shoots off for 4th of July. You can buy those right here on the reservation. Go there. You can buy the mortar tubes. You can buy all the mortars. And they're not those small little mortar kits that you can buy. These are 3.5-inch mortars. And each round is bigger than a grapefruit, And you can just buy them privately. Just go there and say, "Oh, yeah, I want all this, and this." And our law says you can't shoot the stuff off. You can buy it, but you can't shoot it off. 4th of July around here, why watch the city's fires? It works. Just look around, sit in a swivel chair, and just watch all around. Yeah, everybody's shooting that big stuff off.
Well, they just made that stuff legal here in Michigan within the last 5 years.
So
you don't see anything here bigger than firecrackers. But if you know somebody that's working a fireworks thing, they got stuff where they can hook you up elsewhere. They're just not going to send it out of there. So
right. That was here. They it used to be you could only buy small stuff, just little stuff. And then when the tribes started selling commercially, they sold anything and everything. So the rest of the state just kind of gave in and said, "Yeah, well, we're going to do." So
well, they probably had clause, and the state was like, "Well, if they're going to sell them through the clause, we might as well just make them legal."
That's it. They just made it statewide.
Right.
Yeah, they're real sensitive with the Native Americans when they allow them to do a lot of stuff they wouldn't let most of us do, and then it inevitably becomes something that everyone can do. So
I think the day is going to come too on the gambling side. See, that was my part of my career is I didn't just oversee, but I was involved in the development of 3 different casinos for Native tribes. And that was one of our biggest fears is they're going to deregulate. A lot of states have been talking about it for years, deregulating, because if only the tribes can have gaming, the rest of the states are saying, hey, we want it too. We want to be able to deregulate and have controlled gaming on at private facilities, other facilities. If the tribes can do it, everybody else
Yeah,
can.
a lot of states in New England have adopted that exact thing. Like Massachusetts now has a ton of casinos, and New Hampshire is even getting into it. So yeah,
Right.
Yep.
Even the state of Montana, I couldn't believe it. You know, you can go to a restaurant and eat breakfast and go over and play their Keno machines. I mean,
yeah.
you know,
Well,
it's,
see,
you know,
Mo-
that's the thing is one person finds something that makes them a bunch of money. Everybody wants to jump in that wagon. Hey,
like
I
the
have
only
to-
2 places they say that you can
hold on
gamble.
a second.
Phil,
Raven, hold on a second.
I have to leave, buddy.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I know you do. I know you got to get ready.
See you
I've been
later.
watching the clock.
You're wonderful, man. You're wonderful.
We'll be over there shortly.
Everybody stay put here. Don't. Yeah. Between me and Phil, I gotta go. Love you guys. You're all great.
See you, Stein. Keep it
See you
spicy, Stein.
No, like a lot of people like to gamble places like Vegas. Now you can go to your local native tribal area and you can gamble there.
Yeah, we have those all throughout Michigan, the tribal areas, and now you can go down to Detroit. Detroit's got 3 or 4 casinos down there. You can go, through the tunnel. You can go to Windsor now, and you can gamble. I've never been a gambler. I did a few times when I was in the Marine Corps. I've done it a couple times when I was on a cruise ship, but usually I'll take like a roll of quarters and play a slot machine, and when it's gone, I'm done because I don't like those places are nice and fancy off of other people's money. They're not getting nice and fancy off of my money. So
So
Caesar's Palace looks like Caesar's Palace for a reason.
Well, a lot of people still like to go to Vegas at times.
Yeah, there was a place in Indiana where I went for some training one time, NWI diver, that had a right on the water. They had a casino boat. I couldn't tell you. It's right outside of Princeton, Indiana. And I forget what the name of the town was, but they had a river boat right there. We stayed at a hotel there when we did some training, and yeah, of course, everybody went into the river boat and everything was gambling and drinking and having a good time. So Dr. Smith is a spicy dude. Well, thank you, Dr. Smith.
I've been
I've
on.
done a lot. I've done a lot, I think, in my lifetime, having been a Marine. I mean, I was only a Marine for 4 years, and again, I didn't ever experience any actual war, but we definitely trained for that and did a lot of stuff between Okinawa and Hawaii and all the different things that I've done in my life. And with 6 kids, I've learned a lot of stuff too with the kids.
Well,
The kids teach you a lot.
did you ever do any floats? In other words, 6-month tour on a boat?
No, that's mostly for like the Navy guys. We would get on LHSs, which are a type of troop transport ship. And we went, that's how we got to 29 Palms, California. And then they took us from the boat. So we got, we got in Hawaii. We got on a boat. They took us, we wound up in Acapulco. We wound up getting 3 days of liberty in Acapulco before we wound up in 29 Palms, California. And then we went back to Hawaii. So yeah, we've taken LHSs, which are Navy ships, different places and whatnot, but never for any more than like a week or 2 weeks on a boat. And again, usually it was stopping somewhere every 2 or 3 days. Not like the poor guys that were in the Navy where they go out on a float and they wouldn't see land or wouldn't dock anywhere for 6 months. So of course, that's why the Navy guys were always so wild when they got out in the town, whatever, because they haven't been off the damn ship for 6 months. So,
Yep.
oh, you were in the Navy?
No, but my brother, like again, when he was in the Corps, he did 2 6-month tours for the Mediterranean.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
What did he do in the Corps that he would be on a ship for 6 months?
Again, was artillery like you were.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. But he was on a boat for 6 months. Twice he did a tour. The first one he loved. The second one he had a jerk commando, so he didn't like.
Oh, okay.
But he did stop at ports. So they did stop at Italy. They stopped at Spain. You know, he got to see a little bit of the Mediterranean. But for the most part, you're on a boat for 6 months.
Yeah, and those berthing areas are small, especially when you're a Marine on a Navy ship. You don't have a lot to do. I remember spending a lot of our time playing euchre.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yep. Or basketball on deck.
Hey, Mountain Rain. Good to
Oh,
see you.
absolutely, Shawnee Mac. I would say of the stuff that you can buy from the stores, Mrs. Renfro's has got some of the best tasting salsa. Whether you want the Carolina Reaper or you get the ghost pepper or you get the habanero, all of their lines of hot and spicy salsas from Mrs. Renfro's is good stuff. What's up, SCMF Vampira? How are you doing, girl?
Where's that store?
Well, around here you can get them at Meijer, Walmart, Kroger, your normal supermarkets. You can get that stuff, Mrs. Renfro's. It's right in there with all the other salsas. And I've tried some other salsas that are in there that are pretty good as well. You know, when they didn't have the ghost pepper from Mrs. Renfro, I tried like a Jaffa's or I forget what the name of it was. They had a pretty good ghost pepper one. A lot of companies now you can get them. They'll make a ghost pepper. I don't think you can go nowadays and not find a ghost pepper. It's just how good it's going to be or how warm it's going to be, because the one from Mrs. Renfro's is pretty warm.
Yeah, we actually heard good things about that one.
Yeah.
Yep. We heard it's tasty and it has the heat, but it's tasty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, that's a big thing in this, what we do too, is you want something that's got a good taste. A lot of these hot sauces that we get, some of them have a very good taste to them and they're hot. And then some, I've got this Right Hand of Doom from Hellfire, this is actually a Hellboy hot sauce. And it doesn't taste good. And it's actually 6.6 million Scoville, so it's got extract in it. So yeah, it burns the crap out of your mouth and your stomach. That doesn't taste good. So it's more of a challenge sauce than it is something that you would actually, enjoy as a hot sauce. So, but if you ever want to try any hot sauces out there that aren't at your local stores, you go online and find Hellfire hot sauce. I don't think there's a Hellfire hot sauce that you can buy that would be a bad sauce. I've had quite a few of their different sauces. Everything from their blueberry Hellfire, which is it's still a pepper forward sauce, but it's got blueberry in it. All the way up to their zombie snot, Lucifer's Last Blast.
All right, so Hellfire. Okay, okay. Sponsor everything spicy. Hellfire. Come on. We're calling you out.
I've done plenty of their stuff. They ain't sponsoring anybody, so they send stuff to like Johnny Scoville and some of the channels that are much bigger than I am, because he gets on there when people see him do it, then they buy. I mean, I've seen him do a lot of different things that when I've seen him do it, I was like, oh, that sounds good, and boom, I turn around the next day or two and I'm buying some. So he's definitely selling it for them. I'm only in this instance, I'm only right now reaching out to 22 people. And I would imagine probably half
22 awesome people. Hello, everyone.
But I would imagine that half the people in the chat probably don't do anything much hotter than a habanero in heat wise,
Oh, true that.
So,
well, my state we have chili roasters. The chili sometimes is really hot. Other times it's really good. It has a really good flavor too when they roast the chili.
Yep.
Yeah. Roasted nothing is better. So roasted chilies is the way to go.
I'm interested in making some of my own chili now and adding some of my Carolina Reapers to it and seeing, based on the mix of how many Carolina Reapers is actually a good mix to make a good hot chili without it being something that you're going to pay for later. You know what I mean? Because I put habaneros in chili before, but I don't think I can, I think I've got to up my game a little as far as what kind of peppers I'm putting in it now, based on what I was doing, a year, 2 years, 3 years ago when I thought I liked hot stuff. It's a
Okay,
whole
so
different
I'm just
story.
noticing the time. So, yeah, my significant other is like, cut the line. She's like, I want to eat dinner. It's like, okay, I'll cut the line. All right, so we're gonna go make a pizza. We're gonna make a spinach and fettuccine pizza, spinach and feta.
Very good.
Pizza. All right,
Well,
so I'm
when
gonna
you
leave
get
you guys off with SpongeBob. There you guys go. Thank you, Everything Spicy. Thank you, Raven. Thank you, Faith.
Yeah, much love.
Take
Love
it
you
easy,
guys,
Noah.
and we'll
Thanks for-
see you all around.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you too.
Yeah, lovely. It's awesome. Everything Spicy. You're the best.
Thank you, Mua. Have a good one, man. Have you already got Sai's link up?
No, I didn't put it in yet, but I will. I'm doing it right now. Hang on.
Because I'm sure his opening music, his
Yeah.
lovely opening music is about to start.
Oh, it's already going, I think.
Oh, is it? So here's what we're going to do, everybody. Sam is going to put a link in here, and we are going to go raid Sty North. You'll hear his Sunday night Sty story with Sty North. So, Raven, I appreciate you coming in tonight. Sam, everybody that was on the panel, everybody that's in the chat, I appreciate you guys hanging out with us this evening. I know you're all going to be getting ready for work tomorrow. Again, Sam just put that link in there.
Yep.
We need an everything spicy raid over at, please, at least go spend a little bit of time over with Stein North. Check his channel out. He's got an awesome channel. Tells awesome. If you like the stories he was telling in here, when he can tell it and he doesn't have people talking over him like he was here, he tells some awesome stories. So, guys, I love you all. Keep it spicy. Spicy raid on Stein North. See ya.
See you.